So this has to be one of the most beautiful days of the year so far, and I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to do a couple of emails, and then I'm going to head over to the park and do some of my favorite breathing exercises, and I'm going to take you with me. In fact, it's so beautiful out. I'm going to ditch the car and I'm going to go and help myself to one of Boris's bikes. So this is a breathing exercise in itself, of all the hills around here. But I come from a yoga background. And in yoga, we basically collect all these various different breathing exercises. Some, they're there to stimulate and to bring your energy up, and others are there to relax you as well. They're really kind of like on-off switches for the body, for the central nervous system. What I love about this breathing exercise we're going to do is it actually just calms you down, but doesn't take you too far down. It just levels you out. So it gives you this calm sense of being, but at the same time, it doesn't deplete your energy. You don't feel like you're going to go off to sleep. So it's a great one to use during the middle of the day. We're in the park. This is Hyde Park. It's one of my favorite parks in London. And one of the great things about living in a city is that we've got access to so many of these beautiful parks. And on a day like today, it's pretty crowded. So I'm going to see if I can find a bit of space over here. I want to explain a little bit why I think the breathing is so important. We're obviously living very stimulated lives nowadays. Most of us are living under a lot of pressure, and what I often refer to as we're overstimulated and under-restored, and it's not a good place to be. Our default is actually quite high. And really our default should be at a balance, or even in a slightly relaxed state. And the breathing exercises, I think, are the one way that we can actually do that. We can bring ourselves down to a very, very relaxed way of being. I use them before I go to bed, so it helps me sleep. I can use them before I go into a meeting or before I go to work. Often in the middle of the day like this, when I'm just thinking it'd be a nice thing to be in the park, so I come over and do some breathing. So the first exercise I want to do is really a very simple, just becoming aware of the breath. I call it an in-out, right? So that's all we're doing. We're just breathing in and breathing out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it to a count. So I'd like you to get a sense of the breath, inhalation and the exhalation. Now, I'd like you to inhale for 4, so 2, 3, 4, and then exhale 2, 3, 4. Another breath, inhalation, and then exhaling. One more, inhale, and then exhale. Good. So even just breathing like that can be really useful. But what you'll probably notice when you start to breathe like that is it's not just the inhalation and the exhalation. There's also a pause at the end of the exhalation, and there's a pause at the end of the inhalation. And we're going to start to use that. Those pauses, they stimulate a part of the central nervous system which is called parasympathetic, which is the relaxed state of being. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to breathe and we're going to pause. This is called box breathing. So we're going to inhale for 4, we're going to hold for 4, we're going to exhale for 4, and then we're going to hold for 4. So when you're ready, so inhale and exhale, just normal breath to begin with. Another breath, inhalation, exhalation. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. In, hold, out, hold. In, hold, out, hold. One more round. In, hold, exhale, hold. Okay, so we're going to do this. I'm going to let you do this on your own. So we're just going to spend, I'm going to set you off again. We're going to start the rhythm, and then you're going to just let the tape run, and then you're going to continue to breathe. And just the nice thing about this, when you're doing it through the day, nobody even needs to know what you're doing. You don't have to be in a secluded place like this. You could be anywhere, and you can just breathe. And just small breath retention at the end of the inhalation and the exhalation can be really important. It'll calm the nervous system, and then, but not deplete your energy as well. So when you're ready, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Okay, so in your own time and in your own rhythm.